The name Hitachi brings to mind words like reliable, technology-driven, and innovative. These same terms apply to the products of Hitachi Chemical Diagnostics, a member of the Hitachi Group and the company behind the Optigen allergy test. This accurate, easy-to-use serum test for allergy is helping the medical community to provide quality and affordable allergy care. The system, which consists mainly of the Optigen PET and the CLA1 luminometer, uses a minimal serum sample to simultaneously measure the severity of a patient's allergic reaction to multiple specific allergens, and each PET is designed to test for the most common allergens in your area. Using the system is easy. Begin by verifying that all equipment is on hand: a centrifuge, an adjustable pipette, the CLA1 luminometer, and an Optigen kit, which includes PETs, plugs, wash buffer concentrate and reagents, a 3 cc syringe, disposable reagent cups, wash buffer dispenser, and a workstation to hold the PETs during processing. Begin by centrifuging all serum samples for 10 to 15 minutes. Transfer the serum to an appropriately labeled clean plastic disposable cup. Remove the PETs from the kit. You'll use one PET for each sample. Label each PET to adequately identify the sample. Prepare wash buffer by adding 50 milliliters of wash buffer concentrate to 950 milliliters of distilled water. Mix thoroughly. Wash each PET with 10 milliliters of wash buffer. Tap the bottom of each PET on an absorbent material to remove any remaining wash buffer. Attach the syringe to the top and depress air through the PET, removing any remaining fluid. Attach the syringe to the top and draw serum into the PET, making certain that the top-coated well is covered with serum. With the syringe still attached, place the bottom plug into the PET. Remove the syringe and plug the top. Store the serum-filled PETs upright in a workstation, checking to be sure there are no air bubbles. Incubate at room temperature for 2 hours plus or minus 10 minutes, noting the time that you start the incubation. When incubation is complete, remove the bottom plug, then the top plug, and drain the serum into the workstation reservoir. Wash each PET with 10 milliliters of wash buffer. It's important to use a steady pressure on the washer to ensure that you remove all excess serum. Tap the bottom of each PET on an absorbent material to remove any wash buffer remaining in the PET. Attach the syringe to the top and depress air through the PET, removing any remaining fluid. Dispense the appropriate amount of antibody reagent into a small container. Use the syringe to draw the antibody reagent into each PET. Fill until the top-coated well is covered, making sure there are no air bubbles present. Plug both the bottom and the top of the PETs. Incubate for 2 hours, plus or minus 10 minutes, again at room temperature. Be sure to note the time incubation has started. Now ensure the CLA1 luminometer is ready. It should be allowed to warm up for a minimum of 1 hour prior to reading PETs. When finished incubating the antibody, drain the PETs as before, washing them with a steady pressure using the prepared wash buffer solution. Tap the PETs again and use the syringe to remove any excess fluids. Prepare the chemiluminescent photoreagent by using a pipette to dispense 0.25 milliliters of photoreagents A, B, and CD for each PET. Mix reagents prior to use. Use the syringe to draw this mixture into each PET, again until the top-coated well is covered. Be sure to check for bubbles in each PET. Plug the bottom and then the top. You should set a timer for 10 minutes as soon as the first PET is filled and before continuing on to the second PET. It's important to allow the PETs to stand for 10 minutes before being placed in the CLA1 luminometer. This assures a stable light output from the allergen test. During the 10-minute incubation period, it is suggested that the operator run the CLA control cassette and ensure the results are in concordance with the baseline values. After 10 minutes, place the PETs in the cassette tray and wipe them dry. Press the Open-Close button on the luminometer transport door. Then, load the tray into the instrument. Press the Open-Close button again to close the door. Program the luminometer by identifying the PET test chambers in the cassette with the load list presented on the screen. Pressing the up or down buttons will allow you to scroll through the panel selections corresponding to the PET test chambers in the cassette tray. When the appropriate selection appears on the display, press Enter. Repeat this process until all test chambers within the cassette tray have been properly identified. A new load list will then appear on the display. If it correctly matches the test chambers, press Enter. The luminometer will then scan the test chambers. In approximately 8 minutes, the test results will be printed. As the results become available, they should be noted with the patient's name. The printout should then be attached to the requisition form. When the run is finished, press Open and retrieve the cassette tray. As you can see, the Optigen allergy test is easy to use and provides plenty of walk-away time to perform other duties. And its low serum requirements minimizes the volume of serum to be drawn, enabling early diagnosis in pediatrics while saving laboratories money by using less serum controls. Simple, flexible, cost-effective, and, as you'd expect from any Hitachi product, technology that you can depend on. The Optigen Allergy Test from Hitachi Chemical Diagnostics.